everyone. Let's go to Newlands Corner in Surrey. And this is pretty cool. So at Newlands Corner you can actually go over there. You can get ice cream, tea or coffee, I think. And you've got benches so you can just sit down and just relax and have your tea and coffee. I've no idea what this place is though. I mean, this is just Britain, so what are you going to learn in that? But some really interesting bikes here. Yeah, this is a Yamaha Tracer 900 GT. So this is Yamaha touring adventure bike, loads of wind protection. Being the GT, I believe it also has electronic suspension. It gets the gold forks, so the forks are more advanced, and yeah, very comfortable bike for doing a lot of miles on, like a lot of miles on. So the handlebars are pretty much dead straight, so you can just sit there in the cockpit and just be very comfortable. And you do get things like a quick shifter, and this one is the CP3 engine, so it's a 3-cylinder. It's about 120 horsepower standard, but quite a torquey engine. And yeah, it's a nice colour scheme, the GT version. And wheels look good as well, Yamaha purple. So you do get a centre stand as well, which is pretty neat. Looks like it's got a tail tidy at the back.
You like the
So
Tracer?
you do get things like cruise control.
You like the Tracer?
So this is pretty cool. This is a GPZ 750R. So this was a Kawasaki Super Sport back in the day. So it wasn't the GPZ 900, which was the super bike. The Super Sport was lighter, the 750, a bit more agile, but you still get some of the technology that the 900R Superbike introduced. So you got anti-diving front forks, which is pretty good. And you got that 80s style colour scheme from Kawasaki with all this multitude of colours, and it looks really nice. It looks like it's nearly immaculate, really tidy. So the owners really looked after this one. Look at that, the caliper at the back is green. Wow. It's just a very pretty junior, very pretty Super Sport. So even the handlebars are race handlebars, that's why they're so aggressive and they're not straight. And look at that. Analog dials. God, we've forgotten what analog dials look like. Aerodynamic framing, bearings, so you're getting a lot of wind protection from this. So you can just accelerate and not worry about any buffeting at all, which is pretty good. Then you do have the screen as well. Very cool. So this is pretty interesting at Newlands Corner. This is the BMW S1000R. So this is BMW Super Naked. About 160 horsepower and a lot of torque. Do on the later versions get quick shifters as standard, and this is the first gen model. So you get monoblock caliper brakes by Brembo, so you get a lot of stopping power. Beautiful gold forks.
Which one?
And this one has Aquaprovic N-Can, which is pretty cool. You do get LED lights as well, it's standard. But yeah, these are very fast. Carbon rear hugger. like that. So being a super naked, you get no wind protection. If wind protection bothers you, even a little bit, then why are you looking at a naked bike? Naked bikes are not about wind protection. If you want wind protection, get fairings. You have a fair bike. This one.
White dial.
And a shift light as well. Pretty good. Cruise control on a super naked, on a first gen super naked from BMW, which is pretty cool, really. Yeah, that's a very cool one. Thanks for watching. It's pretty interesting seeing all the different motorcycles there, different classes, you know, from your super nakeds to naked bikes to some classic super sports like the Kawasaki 750R. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching.
Until I found a lighthouse in your heart, shining like a